iconic products in the history of products. It is the Apple iPad. Tablets didn't exist until Apple created it, and they continue to innovate and upgrade, and we have not only your Generation 9. This is one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best in terms of the features, but not only do we have Generation 9, what we have done is put together an incredible configuration for you today. So get ready, okay? Because you are gonna love this. iPads are just, they're so life-changing, because for somebody like me that really does not understand tech, I may offer it to you and present it to you, but I can't really use it very, very effectively. This is the answer. It is so simple, it is so easy, it is so intuitive, and you can make movies with this. You can do so many different things. I know people who compose music on it. There's amazing capabilities when you have an iPad in your hand. And let me tell you, we're gonna put it in your hands today because of our incredible deal. We are going to offer you, first you start, the first thing you have to decide, what color? Do I want the space gray? Or do I want, no, I'm sorry, this is the silver, okay, that you're looking at, and this is the space gray. I love that space gray. So you have to decide which one you want. Then you decide, what memory do you want, okay? Do you want 64 gigabytes? Or do you want to quadruple it, which is 256 gigabytes? If you do that, I will tell you the 256 gigabytes is awesome, because we tend to do a lot of videos and things like that right now. If you do a lot of videos, if you download a lot of movies, you want the 256 gigabytes, okay? If you want it in the space gray though, you have to order it in the 64 gigabyte, because it is sold out in the 256 gigabyte. I hope that makes sense to you. I will repeat it, okay? So then, after you choose which one you want, which size you want, then you're going to be able to choose your case color. And we have all these great choices. So you can either choose it, this is the rose gold, you get the over-the-ear headphones. You can choose it in the tie-dye, I think that's so fun, with the over-the-ear headphones in the white. You can choose it in the silver. Again, you get the carry case, you get your regular case, over-the-ear headphones. The black is really, you know what? It's just really classic, isn't it? Very classy and classic. And then you also can choose it in the navy. Not only are you gonna get the over-the-ear headphones, and the neoprene case, and the regular case, but then you're going to get the keyboard that actually can go right into the case. So if you want to put the keyboard in there, you can. You will get your stylus, you will get your cleaning cloth, you will get a stand, which is so nice for those Zoom calls and everything else. So your stand is included, and I'm happy, happy, happy to include this. I love that screen protector, and these things are not inexpensive. So screen protector also included. 64 gigabyte is $479.99. You can split that up into 5 payments, or if you put it on our HSN credit card, we will give you 12 months to pay it. It would be $39.99 a month for the 64 gigabyte. But here's the other great part. If you quadruple the storage and do the 256 gigabyte, we will then let you finance it for 18 months. You know what you pay? Actually less per month. You pay longer, but you only pay $36.11 a month. So when it comes to iPad, one of my all-time favorite things to present, because what's new with it? That bionic chip, it is so fast. I mean, I can't even think that fast, right? Up to 20% faster. Improved cameras, center stage feature, the Share Play. Bill Duggan is joining us, one of my all-time favorite things to present. You know that, Bill. And one of my all-time favorite presenters as well.
I love sharing Apple with everyone because it is such a great device, and it works for all of us in a variety of different ways, but the key thing is, Alice, it works for us. Perfect example, how many of us have been living in this little Zoom box and Skype box for the last 2 years? Well, what Apple did is they flipped the camera. The front-facing camera is better. It has center stage technology, so I want to get up and put this under the tree. Notice the camera is going to follow me. I'm not carrying the camera around, giving me awkward up-the-nose shots and everything like that. It has the ability to really allow you to live your life and move around the house, decorate the tree, but that camera will follow you. The one thing you have to realize, I'm glad I have it under the tree. This is our last day that I know we're presenting this 9th generation iPad and this entire bundle with 3 years of the Mac U, the improved chips. This tablet is more capable than ever, and you're gonna love what it can deliver in the palm of your hands. So what does that mean? When you get this 9th generation tablet home, you're gonna have probably a specific need in mind. But then as you use it year after year, your needs are gonna change and evolve. This will keep up with you because you have that new A13 chip. You have an over 10-inch size screen with Retina display quality. This is exactly why I upgraded. I wanted that better front-facing camera because I'm using it for work and Skype and seeing my family and friends. Yet they've made it so lightweight, so portable, all-day battery life, finger touch ID, which is great for logging in and logging out, but also it's more secure for purchases and all of that. So we say 1 million apps, but currently it's 2 million apps specifically designed for the Apple user. And you know what? Who is that Apple user? Alice, it's you and me. It's the everyday user, but it's also the web developers and the programmers. They love the Apple quality. So remember, with this 9th generation, it is new. Traditionally, this rear-facing camera was the better camera. And no joke, when we got sent home for the pandemic and they're like, you're broadcasting from home. I'm like, how am I gonna do that? And I'm like, okay, I have an iPad, I might be able to pull this off. But because this was the better camera, I was broadcasting to this blank, or no screen. This 9th generation, they flipped it. The front-facing camera is better quality. I can see the screen. This is our 2022 needs, and so that's where we appreciate this new generation. So when I upgraded, guess what? I enjoyed that new chip and the better cameras. The one that I had, and that still worked, I handed it off to my niece. She loved it, she's using it, she had yours. The longevity of the Apple iPads is really well known. People have them for a decade plus because of how they deliver. But over that decade, guess what? Your needs are gonna change, your interests are gonna change. But if you can get the 256 gigabytes, you're gonna have years of memories and photos and videos and podcasts right here at your disposal.
Wow.
And it's in a reliable, safe space, right? Look at all that.
Pictures on there.
Here we go. Yeah, they're all in here.
Wow.
And that's what we want. We want convenience. And Alice, you and I have been sharing iPads for a while. Remember when they first came out and we're like, one button? No. You can't, it's not a computer. You can't compute with one button. And it's true, tablets, when they first came out, were very good for, getting onto social media or maybe playing a video game. But now we expect more from our electronics. So with the new chip, with more memory, and actually look at the way this is styled. This is the case that you're getting, that keyboard case. Does this not look like a laptop?
It does.
I have more memory on this iPad than my computer. I have a better chip. So if I do need to use it for a variety of things, I'm watching some YouTube videos. Look at how fast and fluid this is. Very responsive, great audio. So more importantly, I'm gonna be binge watching on here. I'm gonna be having fun. And then as I'm watching and finding more Mary, I wanna maybe shop or get social. Swipe up from the bottom and I bring over my web browser. This is how simple it is. There's no control shift. There's no, how did I do that? It's literally, I just want it to do what I want it to do, and it does it. And that's what you were talking about at the beginning, Alice. There's a lot of technology out there. And if it's too complicated and makes you feel silly versus empowering, that's where you're gonna not want to use it. However, with the iPad, you use it, the grandkids use it, everyone gets their hands on it because it's intuitive, it's powerful, it's lightweight, but the big game changer is that A13 Bionic chip that's really gonna give you the performance that we've all kind of come expecting in electronics, but can your device keep up with it?
Yeah, that's the question. Well, listen to me, please. Get an iPad. Because Bill and I both had the same experience when my mother was with us. Then she really wanted to connect. She wanted to be on Facebook. She really did. She was still late 80s into her early 90s. She still wanted to do that. So, I was like, well, she's not really gonna do this. I'm just gonna get her a cheap tablet. So I did. And you know what? She kept going, how do I use this? How do I use this? And finally I was like, okay, this is how you use it. And I couldn't figure it out. I actually sat down and I'm like, I don't know what this icon is. I don't know what this means. Why isn't this pulling up? And finally I just went, you know what? I'm gonna get her an iPad. She used her iPad until the very, very end. And it was so incredible for her to be able to communicate with people, to find out what was going on. She was kind of restricted to the home for a while. She could do things, she could explore things, she could pull up whatever picture she wanted to do. It was amazing to be able to watch that, to be able to gift that to her. But it took an iPad. iPads are just super intuitive. It's why people pony up and pay the price for them. They are so intuitive. It almost just tells you, it almost reads your mind, okay? It's incredible. Today, And I will tell you this, I bought the 64 gigabyte and it was fine for me. A lot of people get the quadruple it because it's a lot less, it's a better value if you quadruple the memory, and a lot of you are doing movies now and you're doing videos now. So you may want that extra memory, but for me, 64 gigabytes was absolutely fine. For her, absolutely fine, but get what you want, okay? And when you get it, you're going to have everything. I am so happy we're doing the screen protector. Because every time I walk in a store and I buy that screen protector, kind of ticks me off how much I pay for the darn thing, or for a case, or for a keyboard. I will tell you, you know, you get everything, including over-the-ear headphones. You're getting that neoprene case. You're getting your hard case that kind of turns it into that laptop, okay? Because you can put your keyboard right in it. It's magnetic, so you can put it in or take it out. It doesn't matter. I love having a stylus. It just makes it a little bit easier for her. It made it easier to handle. I like having this little stand because when you do your Zooms or you do your what are those things, the Outlook thing or whatever.
Facebook and team meetings.
The team meetings. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Every time I do that, my phone falls flat on its face. It's so embarrassing. So now you're gonna have that and you're gonna have a screen protector. All of these things, and truly, when you look at this, when you experience this, there are very few things I think in my life that I can buy and say, you know what, I think I just bought the best of. Many consider this to be best of class when it comes to any tablet. I consider it to be best of class when it comes to a tablet. I own it, I love it, I use it constantly, and I love the size of that 10.2 inch screen. I've tried smaller, I've actually tried bigger. This is kind of the sweet spot. I actually have the iPad Pro. I don't really use it. It's actually a little too big for me. I like being able, I take this with me. I can put it in my handbag.
It's funny, sometimes I notice they hand the host the big iPad, and it's too big. It's a little heavy to you know, comfortably watch. I just wanted to show you everything you're getting. Yes, you're getting that 9th generation iPad, the lowest price we've ever had on it. All that other stuff is coming individually boxed too, so if you want to have more gifts or break it up, like I would give the headphones to my nephew so I don't have to listen to his video games. I would give the stand and stylus almost to my niece because she has her own iPad. I would keep this for myself. Actually, this is an older box, but I would keep this for myself and that screen protector. One other thing you're also getting is 3 years to the Mac U, which is great because it's online video support. You know, you can actually take your device to the Apple Store, which is awesome, but the Apple Store closes or gets very crowded. So 3 years to the Mac U, online videos, tutorials, and then 6 other apps and services, from 2 years to learn a language to a year of streaming music and concerts. And you know what's great about this? Debbie Denman, we were on with her and she was talking about her husband is an IT professional. She gets embarrassed to ask him questions because she feels, or he makes her feel silly. It's like, what do you mean you don't know how to do that? So she likes, I go to the Mac U and they answer the question for me when I have that question, don't have to bother them. So 3 years to that. Another thing you have to realize when you shop at HSN, if you're to pick up your iPad at any Apple retailer, you have 14 days to make sure you move into it, to make sure it works for you, to make sure that upgrade is nice. We're giving you all the way to the end of January, which is nice because we have the holidays coming, maybe you're traveling, but more importantly, you're gonna know by the end of January if it's worth it, and it will be. Perfect example, I encourage everyone, log into your email. That's one of the first things you should try to do because that's our gateway to everything, right? So I jump into here, and what happened? They sent me, permission slip. Need to get this signed and filled out, right? You have to print it, you have to scan it, you have to fill it out. Well, guess what? I come right over here. I'm gonna just do this real quick, double tap, and you follow the pen icon. That makes sense. You come down here. I'm just gonna say we're gonna go to the zoo. Okay, I'll sign my name. Boom, boom, boom. Doing this totally backwards, but boom, filling it out on the screen. Remember, you're getting the stylus. I don't have mine right here, but you can send it right to the printer if you'd like. You could email it directly back. It just makes the steps that much easier. I mean, do you even know where your scanner is, Alice? Did you know your iPad could be your scanner?
I did know that.
Right? And the thing is, you come up here, scan document, hold your document right up here, and it'll square it up, and it will scan it automatically. I could take a picture of it. There we go, scan, boom. Scan my document. Whether that's the receipt on a business trip, whether it's something you need to just send back to the dentist, the PTA, whomever. And the cool part about it is I didn't know I could do that when I first got the iPad, but as I used it more and more for school and for work, I was like, what can't I do on here? And that's where you appreciate the investment of what you're getting. So here's another great example. Need to do the homework. So digital keyboard, built-in microphone, so I don't have to do any of the typing. I really wish this was an option for me back in the days of having to do term papers and book reports, etc. Turn that off, but notice even though it's a 10-inch screen, the digital keyboard is taking up half the screen. I turn on our tactile one, this disappears. I have more workspace. I can easily change these photos to pictures of Alice because I go to my photo library. You drag it over to the side. I find all my pictures of Alice because I'm so organized. There we go, there's my Alice library. I want this photo to go from here to there. It's not Control-C, it's literally drag, drop. Drag, drop, and that ease of use is so empowering. There's nothing worse when you feel less than because technology is so confusing.
Stupid is the word you're looking for. Okay, don't be afraid to say it. Okay?
But also, stupid and wasting money.
I don't appreciate technology making me feel stupid. You know, I can do that all by myself, all right? I don't need anything else to make me feel dumb. This empowers you. That's the amazing part of it. This makes me feel smart.
Right.
I can figure this out. That's why it is worth every penny that you pay for it. And once you buy it, I will tell you this, I've had mine for years and years. I still have my original one, the original iPad. And when you give it to kids, let me tell you, it opens up not a world, a universe, a galaxy, because they will be able to do so many things. It's not just, oh, I can draw on it, or I can, you know, take a picture. The way that you can compose music, you can compose music on here. I mean, a lot of professionals do that. My real estate agent friends all do their presentations on this so that they can really give a virtual tour and they can see it because it's so big. They're not gonna do it on a phone, for heaven's sakes. This is a fabulous, fabulous buy. To get all of the goodies with it, let me go through again how you're gonna order this, okay? Start with, do I want the silver or do I want the space gray? And I gotta tell you, I love the space gray, but whatever one works for you is great. Then okay, they did it differently than me. I like to choose the color first, and then you choose, do I want 64 gigabytes of storage or quadruple it at 256 gigabytes? Now, I will tell you as always, 256 gigabytes, that sells the best. I will tell you again, I bought the 64, it was fine for me. So buy what you want, buy what you think you'll use. If you do a lot of movies, a lot of music, a lot of videos, then you want the 256. Next, you choose your case color. And you're gonna get the case, soft case, neoprene. Then you're gonna get your regular case that is going to protect it. And then you're also gonna get your matching over-the-ear headphones included, along with a stand. So you can stand it up, you know, for all of your Zooms and everything else. Clean it. Stylus included, you'll use this even more than you think. There is your keyboard, full-size keyboard as well, and a screen protector. We don't always include that, and I'm so happy that we are doing that. I think it's so smart. So this is the other color choice. The final choice you make is the color. Pink, blue. The black is really, I like the way it just makes it look very kind of elegant and classy. If you want something more fun, we have the tie-dye, and then we also have it available in the silver. You know, this is all about something that is so useful. I remember the first time I saw one, I gotta tell you, I saw Suzanne running, we were having lunch and I walked in and I'm like, what is that? She's like, it's an iPad. And I'm like, what is it and why would I ever need it? And now I can't live without it. Right. And here are some of the things that's new with it, that improved camera, makes all the difference, share play. One of the things I love too is the screen mirroring, how you can like screen mirror if you want to throw what's on your iPad up onto your TV. Sometimes you can do that. Easily. So Bill, you have traveled around with yours.
Yes, totally travel around. Actually, talk about traveling around, Alice. I took a trip this summer. I brought the computer, I brought the phone, I brought the iPad. The only thing that got taken out was the iPad because it was so easy and not cumbersome and not slow and gave me all the information. So realize, these cameras are keeping us connected with the office, with family and friends, but our Apple camera has the ability to follow me around, so I don't have to be carrying it with me. You set it up. Remember, we give you a stand included. This stand is just great because it folds so flat, so maybe this is in your bag, maybe this is just even for your phone, cantilevers up. I mean, look how small this is. And it's these little things that make a difference. But Alice, I think you had said it before. When they reinvented the iPad, it was like, really, is it going to do everything it's going to do? It's done that and then some. Someone compared the iPad to the invention of the microwave. Where would we be in the kitchen without the microwave? And you said it. The microwave does one thing. Your iPad's gonna do more for you than you even expect. And that's where you appreciate the investment. The investment in the quality, the investment in the ease of use, the investment of the years you get out of it. I think we've all been there, you know, you buy that classic black dress or that classic sweater, and it's not gonna go out of style, but you get your money's worth out of this. So whether it's for the gamer, whether it's for keeping the kids occupied, or for work, and you have to realize, tablets back in the day could not keep up with computing. Now they definitely can. So all these other little added features, from the finger touch ID to the way we're gonna be able to connect and get things done, you will enjoy the experience the moment you get it home. One other quick example, I love to show this. Maybe your eyesight's going a little bit. You can increase the icon size. So instead of having to make it really small, like it comes the default, enlarge it so you can easily see stuff. You had mentioned how, you know, make a movie. One of the first examples you talked about was you got your first iPad, your daughter took it from you, ran to a room and made a Mother's Day movie within minutes. I mean, how simple and cool is that? And a
She
memory.
was like 10.
Yeah.
Made a movie.
It's so simple. You drag it, I wanna move this from there to there, that's simple. You were talking about drawing and everything like that. I'd love to show this example. This is Shannon Fox's daughter. She created this artwork. Look at that look at the detail.
Oh my gosh.
She happened to pick up the Apple Pencil, which we also have if you wanna pick up the Apple Pencil.
And this is compatible with it, right?
Definitely compatible with it.
Yeah, not all of them are.
Correct. So this 9th generation is, and this is also the lowest price we've ever offered the Apple Pencil. You get